Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stream and Card Consciousness, where we talk about cardboard and all kinds of other stuff. I'm Mark Ford, as always, joined by my friend and my brother up in the Panhandle, Greg Smith. How you doing today, Greg?
I'm doing good, Mark. I'm one touching some cards over here that we're going to go over, and I know you've got some. I mean, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Dolphins are undefeated in the preseason, which means nothing, but you know how it goes, man. It's a good August Sunday, and I'm excited to get back on after that blockbuster we had last week. I can't wait to get Jen back on again, and looks like she sent you some, man. Let's see it.
Yeah, Jen Roach is amazing. That was a great show. We can't thank her enough, and we can't thank all the new friends and family we've made. So yeah, my shirt today I'm wearing. Jen sent me a shirt. Says the hobby card addict. I'm a gem mint. I'm number one gem mint 10. So
Nice.
I'm not gonna argue that. And then
Absolutely not.
we were talking about lit on the show about baseball literature and how awesome it is. And she sent me a bunch of baseball books, writing baseball, um, Gods of Play.
Okay.
And the one that I actually won in the auction was the Aaron book I was talking about. Well, not Aaron, it's about, A to Z baseball players. I like these earlier anthologies. This is kind of like Voices of the Game or We Played the Game. Some of the writing and the stories are, yeah, you really aren't going to hear that today. So
Right.
it's kind of like I've said about Boys of Summer. Boys of Summer, really, upon reflection, is not that good a book.
Yeah. Yeah. I read it. I read Boys of Summer a long time ago,
Mhm.
so I'd have to revisit, but I hear what you're saying. Some of
Yeah,
the
I find it disturbing now. I know we've talked about that on the show a few
right.
times. I'll never read it again. That's like me and Harley were talking, my daughter Harley, yesterday about movies that we only see one time. They may be great, but you're only going to watch it once. Like,
Right.
Train Spotting, Leaving Las Vegas, things like that. Like, oh, good Lord. So that's kind
Yeah.
of the way I feel about Boys of Summer now is like, oh, good Lord.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that, because my wife and I were talking about that, where we've got our daughter and her future husband back living with us, and there's like a whole genre of movies that they haven't seen from the
Mhm.
80s and the 90s, and we're making a list.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about movies you only want to watch one time, and Train Spotting came up,
Oh,
and
that's disturbing.
yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, Requiem for a Dream. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and then one of mine was Schindler's List, but I don't know. It only seems like you need to watch that one time to be moved by it, and then any other times just like overkill. But I
Mhm.
love that movie, Schindler's List. I thought it was amazing.
The
So
Accused, Jodie
yeah, The
Foster.
Accused.
Oh, good
Yeah,
Lord.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There's a bunch of them. So yeah, I put Boys of Summer as that type of effect on me.
right, right.
I just think it's horrible. It's a horror.
I'll have to go back and reread it, because I mean
It's a
it's
horror.
really been probably the late '80s since I read that book.
Oh, it's the
So
way he talks about Carl Erskine's kid and the
yeah,
racial stuff, and it's just like, really, come on, bro. So
right, right.
it's not good.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that, unfortunately, back with old literature, I think,
Mhm.
and just the culture. So thankfully, hopefully, we're moving away from that as we get older and time
Yeah.
goes on. So you got some cards of the week. What
I
you got?
do. I do. We want to talk a little more about baseball cards and kind of follow up on last week with Jen Roach dropping the massive interballistic missile Mickey Mantle cards. So we
Right.
thought we'd focus a little more on baseball cards this week. So real quick, some things that I mentioned Luke Easter, and you had mentioned this in the show last week, and that is the 54 Dandy. That's beautiful.
Yes.
So that's and on the back it's, you see, there's no there's no grease or anything. What's beautiful about this is these are covered in wax, probably to repel the crap from the potato chips, and this still has that wax on it, and it's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's a beauty. I
Yeah,
remember when you were going
so
after that. It's been a
yeah.
while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been over a year that I've had that. And yeah, so that still has that heavy wax coating on it. So I'm sure if you were to wipe that and doctor it, do what you're supposed to do before you submit cards, it would really grade high. But I'm not going to send that out to be great. I like it the way it is and the way I found it. And that is my 54 Dandy Luke Easter. I'll deal with that later. So then
That's
the
a
other
beautiful
thing, the
card.
other card, um, this one I chased for a long time. I've only seen one other one come up for sale, and it was recently, a couple months ago. It was a graded authentic, ended overnight, and I fell asleep. But anyways, I had this one anyway, so it actually went really cheap for like $80. I remember I told Greg the next morning, "Oh my God, Greg, I'm sick because that card went free." But that's the 58 bomb bread Luke Easter.
Yes.
So you are not going to. It's not in the greatest shape to pack, but it's nice. It's real thin. It came in a loaf of bread in Buffalo. So the 1958 bomb bread, and there are not many of them out there. Again, I chased this card for a long time, and I only saw a couple of them. And Greg, actually, you talked me into just buy the card, Mark.
Right. Right. I remember that. Now Bond Bread, that was a Buffalo company and they only issued those in Buffalo. Was that
Yeah, for these
yeah,
ones. It's a Buffalo. There's it's all, these are the 1958 bond bread and pastry. So,
right on.
you
And I
see it
know
in the back.
Buffalo, I mean Buffalo's decent size, but it's not the biggest town. So I imagine the distribution isn't great on those, widespread. So that's quite a get, man.
No, yeah, Buffalo at that time, maybe half a million people total
Really?
metro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you're
actually
talking
it
about
got
the
smaller.
metro.
Yeah, it got smaller. Now it's about 250,000. The greater area is a million, but Buffalo proper is probably like 200,000 people now. But back then it's
Yeah.
probably 500,000.
Right on.
And then my other final pride and joy piece of my collection is this I got in an auction, and it's amazing. This is Aaron Brew, and this is 1951 advertising. This is in a bar. Imagine you're in a bar in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, 1951. And then I don't know what to do with this, and I need to do something with it so it doesn't get damaged. I just have it in plastic. But you see her in the corner of the bar, and there's Luke Easter right there,
Wow.
and
Okay.
Bob Feller and Lou Boudreau, and this the rare one of the rarest of the rare. Look up Al Simmons autograph, the great old
Oh yeah.
Philadelphia Athletic, Al Simmons.
Al
Uh,
Simmons, if you look at his numbers, he was amazing.
Yeah, so Al Simmons, Luke Easter, Ray Boone, Al Rosen, on and on, Bob Feller. It's crazy. Jim Hagan. There's Lou Boudreau. I think Bunning's on here. Jim Bunning is on here for some
Now,
reason.
wait, okay, I'm floored. How long have you had that, and where did you get it?
I've had this for a while
You,
now.
yeah, you don't have to tell me where you got it if you don't
No,
want
I'm
to,
not going. No, that's where I got it from.
but
I
yeah,
got it from where I get all my stuff. That's
your
crazy.
source. Yes,
Yeah, I got it in an auction, and I was prepared to go big, and I didn't need to. But that's very unique. And
that's amazing.
yeah, Bob. I mean, there's 6 or 7 Hall of Famers on there. On the back, there's actually the team's owner is on the back. The GM and the owner signed it. So it
Wow.
had to be some type of function in Cleveland. And looking at the names, it matches up to 1951 because some
Okay.
of the players weren't on the Indians after that and everything. And but it's really neat. I just don't really know what to do with it because that's really cool. And
Yeah.
but then all the signatures and everything on the back, and it says players' autographs. So this
Right.
is designed for that. So that's pretty
That's
neat.
really amazing.
Maybe
An
it was at a
amazing piece, Mark.
game, but why would you have like the GM and the owner? So Al Simmons was a coach for the Indians in 1951.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this is one of those things that is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's my contribution to the things that are important to me. So,
Right.
Jen shared her Mickey Mantles, and my Luke Easter and this, to me, I'm sure it's not worth. It might be worth a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. It's worth a lot more than that to me.
Well, to have all those on the same piece, and then some like Al Simmons, you said. I mean, I can't imagine how long has he been gone.
Oh,
You
50
know,
years, right?
yeah. So you're not seeing a lot of Al Simmons autographs.
No.
That's probably the prize on that is honestly
Mhm.
the Al Simmons. That's amazing, Mark. And I
That's
know you
nice.
know that's that had to have been like some kind of function for the owner and the GM to
Mhm.
sign it too. You'd think. So that's really an amazing piece, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
it's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was shocked at what I paid for that. So it was my lucky day.
Right on, right on. Well, good for you, man. All right. Well, I've got some stuff that I kind of Jen got me inspired a little bit, and I collect, but I don't have a lot of high dollar stuff. Like I don't think you do either, really. And some things more that mean something to me. I was kind of the direction I went as well. So I don't really do a lot with relics and autos, but this one here is very cool. It's a Dan Marino. I think you sent this to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dan Marino, and it's numbered on the back. It's out of 299, so it's number 80 out of 299. Came out in the 2000s, which was really the dark ages for me with collecting. I didn't even think about cards for 20 years at least. Just the trauma, PTSD that I had with cards. I was
Bob
out.
from Publix.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just out, man. I was
Hey
just
man,
out.
I'm
And
still hunting Bob. I'm
right,
I'm closing the net in on him little
I
by
would
little.
love to run into
Somebody when
Bob someday.
somebody yeah when somebody has a 30-year head start on you, it's hard to track them. But I'm gonna get
Well, we're
Bob.
going on 35 now, man.
All right, well I'm gonna get Bob. Bob's gonna pay the price.
Right, and he's in New York somewhere, man. So maybe you'll
All
see him
right,
on
well
the
when I go up to New
on
York,
the uh, the Tectonic or whatever that. What's the name of that
oh yeah,
road?
Titanic Parkway. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Bob, that's my other. That's one of my other ones that means something to me. I got a Leaf auto that I didn't bring with me, but this one was my first greasy auto and one of my first autos I ever really had at all. And it's a Stars and Stripes signatures. It came out. It's Donruss. It came out in I think 2017, but got this pretty cheap on eBay. Or no, I actually got this in a group. So I've had that for a while. And Greasy was my hero. If y'all don't know the story, when I was a little kid, I wore glasses and got picked on a little bit, and then Bob Greasy put them on, and then all of a sudden everybody who wore glasses was the coolest thing ever. So he was kind of a hero for me. He even my bus driver called me Four Eyes. I was like, dang, this is dramatic,
My bus
So
driver smoked cigars and let us beat the shit out of each other. So yeah,
right.
there's the time the bus driver really wasn't your friend back then. So
No.
Greg's bus driver say, "Hey, Four Eyes." My bus driver's smoking a cigar and watching me get the shit kicked in the back. So yeah,
Right,
thank God
right.
that's not the case anymore.
Miss Mary Qualls was her name in Clarksville, Tennessee, and she actually took it a step further. She called me a four-eyed bat.
Oh my
So
God.
right. Well, I was a little loud and obnoxious too, and we had a singing group on our bus called The
Okay.
Edge. It was Eric, David, Greg, and Eddie. The Edge.
Okay.
We thought we were eight, and we sang, and so she liked that, but she called me a four-eyed bat every chance she could. So Bob Griese saved me from a years of torment with his
Thank you,
glasses.
Bob Greasy, for
Yes.
protecting Greg.
Now this one here, I got this. This is like maybe the worst condition George Brett rookie card
I
you'll
remember when
probably
you
ever
got
see.
that.
Yeah, $4 at the card shop, and it's in a one touch for some reason. It's my $4 George Brett, and I've made a point to not ever buy another one because I have this one because I've had opportunities, but they've really gone way up in price too. So I think I'm kind of out on that reason too. But so that's my George Brett, and then probably my favorite card that my father-in-law left me is this 61 Mantle, and it's not graded. It's in really really pretty good shape. I'm gonna take it out of the sleeve.
Yeah, it's
Um,
sharp centered. Yeah,
yeah,
well, look at the corners on that. That's nice.
yeah, it's pretty nice. It'd probably be a 5 or 6
Yeah,
maybe.
for sure. It's like that
Yeah,
Aaron 61 Aaron I have. Yeah, definitely 5 or 6.
right, right. I mean, the corners aren't perfect, and there's a little bit of wax, but I
Mhm.
mean, that's my card. And my father-in-law left it to me, and that means the world to me. So that's that one.
Awesome.
And then this one here, just for sheer star power, when I was growing up, this guy right here, and I can't, you can make a case Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame all day long, but I've always just thought this card was amazing. This Dale Murphy rookie card, and say what you want about 4-player cards and whatever, but Dale Murphy was a superstar in the 80s, and
Oh, he
I
was
watched a lot of
amazing.
Braves
I love
games
Del
growing up.
Murphy. Del Murphy baseball, Rawlings. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's, you either watch the Braves or the Cubs, and I watched both. And if the Red Sox were on, it was a bonus. So
Yeah.
Dale Murphy, I've got several of that card, so I've got a bunch. But
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame because the Braves stunk back then, really. I mean, they were
right,
if it wasn't for Del Murphy, they probably won 20 games,
right, exactly, and arguably he was the biggest star in the National League in the early '80s. Probably, I mean, if you remember him, he was a big deal. He won 2 MVPs in a row. He was on every day. He was very visible. America's team is what they call the Braves back then. And just, based on that, we can get into a Hall of Fame discussion if you want, but I think that fame means something. And that's why I think probably merit should
Definitely.
be in. You know, there's a fame quotient to Hall of Fame. And Dale Murphy was famous. So, if he'd have got 400 home runs, he'd probably be in there. And he
Yeah,
finished
or
with
maybe even
398.
played his whole career in Atlanta instead of bouncing around at the end a little bit there.
Right,
Phillies
right.
and the
He really
Rockies.
fell off a cliff and
Yeah,
finished with 398 home runs. I think if he gets 2 more, he's probably in
definitely.
by now. So that's what I've got. Now, you told me before the show, Mark, that you had some things you wanted to open.
Yeah, just a couple things real quick. I gotten some tonnage the other day, box of Score football, 1990 Score football,
Right.
which upon my recent tonnage acquisitions, have kind of really gotten into 1990 Score football like I did 1990. So remember when I was into 1990 Topps baseball?
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm like the king of 1990 Score football.
Well, and let me say this before you get started. I have a card buddy who alerts me to deals sometimes, and we talk about football. He loves football cards.
Yeah,
His name's Rick Moore, and he bought some from
he
you.
did.
The four
He
pack.
bought 8 of them. Yeah.
He's super excited about that.
Yeah,
So
because I'm
yeah,
piecing them out. I didn't want to sell the whole box. I was just gonna do, 8 packs at
right.
a time, and then kept some for us to open. So, um, yeah.
His
So I,
quotes were his quotes were, "This is going to be a fun rip." So
yeah. So we're
yeah,
gonna rip a couple packs on the show, but again, it's about fun and but 90 score, they're nice. It's like, all right, here you go, people. It's like 1989 score football was like Shout the Devil album by Motley Crue. And then 1990 score football is like Theater of Pain, right? Remember that disappointment? But then when we look back on it upon reflection, Theater of Pain, it's not Shout the Devil, but it ain't as bad as we thought it was back then. You know what I'm saying?
it's
So
no Dr. Feelgood though, man.
no, no. I don't know what post 1990 card issue would be Dr. Feelgood, but Girls,
uh,
Girls, Girls would be another one that was good. So here,
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
all
I don't
right.
know. That's a good question. I'll
If
have to dig
anybody
on
wants to
that.
chime in on the comments, because now we got some comments. What is relative to Dr. Feelgood in the world of cards? So I love it.
Right.
That's a great question. What is your Dr. Feelgood of cardboard? So there we go. I got a Frank Reich. So.
All
The
right.
Buffalo Bill. Oh, wow.
Buffalo hero, really?
Yeah, Butch Roll, another Buffalo Bill. Oh, here we go.
Is
This
that a
is a
hot
hot
gun?
pack and a Bo Jackson.
Nice.
So that's nice. That's
Now, what is
it.
that card called? Is it a hot gun? Is that one of those, or what's that one?
This one's a record breaker. The other
Okay.
one is, I forget what they're called, but maybe we'll go there. Oh, here we go. Bob Griese.
Wow, that's a loaded pack, man.
That'll find its way to you. Speaking of Bob Greasy with the glasses, so that'll end up going to Greg. For people that don't know, all my Miami Dolphin cards I send to Greg because I can't have it in my house. So if it's not, I don't have any football cards if they're not Buffalo Bills. So again, full disclosure, those of you that are new to the show, uh, I have no football cards other than the Buffalo Bills. I can't have it in my house. I can't stand it. I don't want it. The only ones that stay briefly are the Dolphins out of respect for my friend, my brother up in the Panhandle. So, but then they eventually find their way up to my friend, my brother up in the Panhandle.
I appreciate it. Now,
I don't
based
want
on what
that
I know
shit.
about your wife's Bills fandom, are you even allowed to keep those? do you have to put them in the garage?
The Dolphins are hidden away until, yeah, we don't want Dr. Ford getting loose because she's liable to stomp them, and she's nuts. She loves the Bills. God bless her. Look at that, Jerry Rice, Rocket Man.
Is that still from the same pack?
Yeah, hot pack.
Wow.
It's a hot pack. It's amazing. That's what I'm saying, people. Theater Paint, 1990 score. Tim Ryan, rookie. JD Williams. This is the Buffalo Bills hot pack. He was a Bills draft pick.
How many cards are in a pack?
16.
Wow.
The good old days, huh?
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
16. All right, so then we got one more, 1990 score football. With I think that's probably faux Roger Craig on the pack. That's not actually Roger Craig, but I think it's supposed to be him.
Another guy that should probably be in the Football Hall of Fame,
Oh,
Roger
he was
Craig.
amazing. Didn't he have
Groundbreaking.
he had almost 1,000 yards receiving and rushing in 1 year back when that was unheard of.
Oh, he did it. He did
Yeah, he
that.
did it. Yeah.
He was the first guy.
Mark Logan, Miami. You know that
Okay.
guy?
Yeah, vaguely. He was okay.
All
They
right, I
had a
won't
slew of
send.
running backs in the early 90s that were
I'll
fair
just
to
throw it.
middling.
I could just throw that one out then.
Yeah.
Uh,
Burn
Dave
it.
Meggett. Yeah, these are cool. I mean, I wish this was like a Lawrence Taylor, but these are the ones I really dig, the cartoon ones. I sell every one of them I had put up.
That's like an early version of a kaboom.
Yeah, and people go nuts for them. I put them up for 50 cents or whatever, and I sell every single one. All right, Andre Ware, one of the great busts of all time. Look at that.
Now, okay, so you posted something with Andre Ware, a 90 Pro set.
I
What
did.
what was the I didn't understand what you were talking about.
Oh, I think that might be behind me here. I don't know where it went. Hold on. It might actually still be here. Yep, it's right here. How about that, people? See when I say everything's right behind me? It's right behind me. I know where it is. Uh, Marlboro sign.
The sun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm
it's got the
surprised they didn't
Marlboro. You know,
airbrush that out.
all the madness about Randy Johnson. I think this is probably not in that category because they didn't issue a corrected
Right.
version. But that's plain as day. That Marlboro sign looks better than Andre Ware when he played.
It does. It's
That's
crisp and full of
oh yeah. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Andre Ware really he was amazing with the run and shoot, but then he just didn't do anything. It was
No,
crazy.
he,
Klingler too.
he was terrible.
Yeah. All right, so
I got one more.
that pack seemed to be a dud.
Yeah, that was a deflator, but I mean, I'm not going to keep opening them because then that
Right.
defeats the purpose of the box. But so, anyways, you have one hot pack, one not so hot.
Right.
So then I overpaid for this, but this is going to be fun, and I hope everybody really gets a kick out of this. But we're going to rip. I think this is from 1977, 1978. Happy Days.
Right
So
on.
so again,
Man, I don't know about you, but I worshipped,
yeah.
idolized the Fonz. I think everybody did.
And yeah, right on my shelf. And again, there's my let me get I might have showed this recently, but this is my Henry Winkler auto. So
Yeah. Very
so yeah, I
cool.
loved Happy Days. I have a bunch of Happy Days cards. Yeah, I'm more like the non-sports guy of the between the two of us. I enjoy Star Wars and Happy Days and all that type of stuff. And so we're gonna open up this Happy Days. I'm gonna be careful with the pack because I want to keep the wrapper and not destroy it. So I mean the wrapper is pretty beat. So I overpaid once I was so excited to get this. Shipping it was $12. I
That's
can
not
get
bad.
them on eBay for like $5 or $6.
Okay. So you paid
Yeah, so
basically
I
double.
was so excited. I was
You
like,
were,
"Oh
man.
my God, look at this gum!" Oh, here it is. Here's the gum.
Wow.
We can't even. It's in pieces. It's yeah. There's
You
the
feeling
gum,
saucy?
huh?
You feeling spicy?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, oh Jesus. I can't.
That's 10 years older than the one you did before.
Yeah, well, let's see how long I can go. All right. So I got the gum in my mouth. Lord knows I'm probably gonna up and die. No, I the gum. Happy Days gum from back in the day. Greg went like 30 seconds. So, oh my God. All right. Hold
Just
on.
take it out, man. Do what you need to do.
That's horrible. Okay. Well, there's the
Well,
whack.
you
There's the
broke the
rapper.
record for the oldest gum I've ever seen
There's the
eaten.
rapper. I just did like 60-year-old gum. I'm gonna die. I'm
Uh,
sweating. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Okay. Oh, and then oh, I got a Mr. C.
wow, that's a Mr. C rookie card.
Mr. CRC
Tom
sticker.
Bosley.
Yeah, Mr. C rookie card. Oh, I got a good one here. I actually have this card. These have a little bit of a twist to them, which is, they've been in it, but they're nice. But they're, I got a Potsy rookie card.
Okay.
I think they're all rookie cards at this point. I
Right.
love this card. I actually have this card, and already, but I love the Fonzie coolest thing on wheels card.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, this is neat. There's Opie Cunningham and Fonzie. When you see the gloss, look at how nice these are.
Yeah, those are nice.
You know, they have a little like, oh, there's the Fonz again.
Okay.
And then who can ever forget all the dates that, well, that one's got to been all the dates that Richie Cunningham had at the drive-in theater and it never went his way. And remember the
Right.
one time with the Lady Liberty or whatever, and she used her crown as the funnel because they ran out of gas. And yeah, so Richie didn't have much luck on the dating scene.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, he it does seem like he did a lot of necking, but no, he never could be with anybody long term.
One of the best episodes is the Hank Aaron Happy Days episode. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it really
He really
is. I
gets
mean,
into
there's
like
so many good ones.
racism.
The Hank Aaron one
And,
was good, where
yeah.
when he jumps over the barrels and lands,
I like
you know,
Jump the
and
Shark. How about
yeah.
the Demolition Derby one, the Malachi
Oh
Crunch?
yeah, the Malachi Crunch.
Yeah, leather Tuscadero, pinky Tuscadero.
Yeah,
Leather was
yeah.
Super
That
Quattro.
whole deal was, and yeah, that was a great show. I love that
Oh,
show.
it's the best. I've watched it countlessly. If it's on, if I run across it, I'm watching it. So
Yeah,
it's freaking
me too.
amazing.
I
Happy
haven't
Days.
seen it in a while though.
Yeah, Americana, it's
Yeah,
just and that's from a time when we were talking about the literature and the books can be kind of Happy Days wasn't like that, man. Happy Days was on point.
right, right. Agreed. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to talk about today. I mean, we just wanted to again let everybody know how thankful we were for watching us last week. Jennifer really brought some spice to the show, which was great.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you have anything else you want to
No, I'm
discuss?
good. I just we're gonna have another special guest next weekend. So
Yep.
stay tuned to that. Check out we're gonna do a giveaway at some point this week on our show page on Facebook. I'll find something more interesting than Nolan Cromwell and maybe I'll give away some Happy Days cards. So
Yeah.
again, I want to
Dude,
thank
I'd be in.
everybody. Yeah.
Well, everybody go have a good rest of your Sunday, and we appreciate you tuning in. And with that, I mean, I guess we'll
All
call
right.
it we'll call it a wrap.
We'll see everybody next week. Thank you, everyone.